All right, guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I thought it would be a great idea if all the diamonds and up basically talked a little bit about their stories and how they got involved and how they're working their business, and then everybody can ask questions after, or we can just do a little bit of everything. So, oh yeah, Robin's there. So we have Tori, Robin, Chelsea, of course. Victoria, are you here? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Hi. All right. So who wants to go first? I thought it would be great if we could just kind of, you guys all do a little bit of something different, and you guys all promoted differently. And who wants to go first? Let me see. Victoria, you want to go first? Or Chelsea or Robin, or it's up to you guys.
Okay.
Can I go second?
Okay.
Okay. I just got back to my tent.
Victoria's tenting. Chelsea, how about you go first? You're the double diamond. You go first. We'll put it on you first. So tell us a little bit about your story, how you work your business, any great tips you can give everybody. And then after everybody kind of talks and goes over everything, then we can do like a question time.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
And also, you guys, if you can all mute yourselves if you're not speaking, because I know I have a terror in the background right now. So I'm just mute myself. And it's not Jay, it's Harley. Okay. Okay.
All right, guys. Most of you know me. Some of you don't. I'm your double diamond leader, Chelsea Cooper, and I started back July 30th of last year. So a little over a year now I've been in. About 3 years prior to me joining It Works, I went to a few business luncheons with other network marketing companies, and I just was really turned off by it, because from the moment I sat down with these people, it was sell, 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 buy, 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 whatever. It was never a family feel. It was never positive. I was a dollar sign. So I already had a really, really bad taste in my mouth about network marketing. Flash forward a few years later, I did my own research for a few months, well, longer than a few months, about 6 to 7 months. Tanis came across my news feed a couple times, and nothing ever salesy, as we always teach you guys, implement the business into your life and just show your adventure. And that's what I saw her doing. And of course, I was a skeptic. I'm also a personal trainer. So I was like, there's no way these wraps will work, magic pill, whatever. And then I also thought the money was unrealistic. Little did I know that Tanis was here succeeding, and she had reached out to me many times, and I either ignored her or changed the subject for a while, for at least 6 months. And then finally, Phil and I were on our way here to Colorado, July of last year, and we were in the car, and I was also a narrator broadcaster in the auto show circuit. I enjoyed it for a while, but then it got a little too crazy. I was told that I needed to be a size 2, not a size 6. And I was like, that's not realistic for me. I'm a fitness girl. So luckily enough, I knew that I liked helping people, and Tanis has a great heart and a person of integrity. So I knew she wouldn't steer me the wrong way. Finally, I jumped in, and I never looked back. I never had a plan B, though I was still working in the auto show until this It Works business was able to surpass that income. I was able to not go back to the auto show. I became not being happy traveling all the time. This year I'll finally be home. I have been away for the past 2 or 3 Thanksgivings, and I'll finally be able to spend that with my family this year, which is pretty awesome thanks to this business. I never had a plan B, though. I never said this wasn't going to work or what if. I said this is going to work. Positive affirmations are everything. So if you wake up complaining, woe is me, feeling bad for yourself, you're going to attract more of those negative things to you. That's just kind of the rule of the universe, I guess you can say. If you guys haven't read this book yet, The Secret, there's also an app. Definitely do it. The app is pretty cool because you can actually wake up every single day to a new positive fact or a positive quote, basically. So if you guys don't have that, definitely look into it. It's totally worth it. Especially if you just kind of feel like you're in a rut. Take time to do self-development. We all have slow moments, even, the diamond and above leaders, everybody does. But it's the fact of what you do in those slow times that really is going to make or break you, basically. You have to continue connecting with people, and as we say, planting seeds. Basically what I mean by planting seeds, confront people in public. That's what we call blitzing. We have the coupons, the blitz cards. And that doesn't mean go and be salesy. That just means give somebody a compliment. We know people
I
need
have it just on the phone.
Oh,
I got it on the phone.
people need more positivity in this world, especially as of late with everything going on. So, just give somebody a compliment. Just say, hey, you just have a really good energy about you. I'm with a company called It Works. I think you'd be amazing. If you'd like, I'd love to take your name. Maybe we can become Facebook friends and just chat from there. Make it quick, simple, and sweet. And I think that if you guys face-to-face interactions, you'll see that your business booms a little bit more. Social media is equally important just because you can connect with millions of people from all over the world. Everybody on this call is from different places, which is kind of the beauty of this business. It doesn't matter if you live in a small town or a big town, because social media gives you an endless amount of people to network with and connect with. So you guys might hear that objection from some potentials, and that's just something you can tell them is, social media, you don't have to be salesy, you just implement the business into your life as an adventure and connect with people and grow your network through mutual friends or people you may know. And then just build a bond with new people. It's totally how it's done. That's what I do every day. And it's worked for me. So I won't blab on too long, but that's a little bit about me and kind of how I've gotten to where I am. I've based my business solely on social media. And I do face-to-face interactions, of course, but social media has really been big for me.
That's awesome, Chelsea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know what, even if you're having a bad day, guys, I'm not going to lie. I had a tough day today, and I was not having a good day, and I wasn't feeling great. But you know what? We have to keep our social media super positive. That's the biggest thing. I've seen everybody on here. You guys are all great, but I've just seen some things on social media. Like, remember that every single time you post something on social media, or, you are your business, right? So please make sure that you are being positive. And even if you don't feel like it, you have to stay consistent. That's the biggest thing in this business. Victoria? Hi. There's Victoria. Want me to unmute you? I just unmuted you.
Oh yeah.
There you are.
Oh yeah. Okay, perfect. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi guys. Okay, so I literally just moved to BC. Anyone who's in BC on here, I just moved here literally a day and a half ago, and our condo is not ready yet, so I'm having to stay in a tent. So to say that you can literally work this business from anywhere is an understatement. Like, I'm sitting in the truck right now on this Zoom, so okay, so I've known Tanis for over 10 years now, just over 10 years. I gave her a massage.
Yeah, 10 years,
I'm an esthetician. So my background is obviously, as an esthetician, I'm dealing with people every day on a daily basis. I love helping people. I love making people feel good. And Tanis approached me, February was my 1 year. Tanis approached me in, I think it was the October prior to that, basically said to me, sent me a text and said, that she had this opportunity. I hadn't really noticed too many of her posts before that. I think she kind of approached me shortly right after she had joined. And the first thing I said, and again, this is in a non-ignorant way, I said, is this one of those pyramid things? Because I think I just automatically related it to Avon or the jewelry businesses or whatever. I had a lot of friends in the past that had done jewelry parties, and I had supported them because they were my friends. And she basically said, well, technically yes, but in a non-negative way. And I didn't mean it in a I've had a lot of people say to me, is this a pyramid scheme or a scam or whatever, and they've said it in a condescending way. But she basically gave me some info. We met up, and I just, I kind of like hummed
Hey,
and hawed
Victoria,
about it for
sorry,
a
one
while.
second. I just want to, you guys, can you please make sure you're muted if you're not speaking? Because I'm hearing TV in the background. I just don't want to make sure that everyone can hear Victoria and she's not. Okay, awesome. Sorry, I just heard TV.
Okay, perfect. So I hummed and hawed about it for a while, and I thought, oh, do I really want to add like another thing to my plate? I was already running my business from home, doing aesthetics from home. I have a 3-year-old, so she was at home with me full time. I did not want to put her in daycare. That's the reason I left the spa to work from home. I knew I was not putting her in and again, nothing against daycare. If you have to put your kids in daycare, you have to do that. But for me, I wanted to work for myself. I didn't want to be in the spa anymore, working, and although I had been doing it for over 10 years, I was still doing evenings, like getting home at 10 p.m., working Saturdays, working Sundays, doing weddings on the side. It was like, I was pretty much working 7 days a week. And although I loved what I was doing, I was missing out so much with my family, missing my son's soccer. And it wasn't worth it anymore. So I figured I was already staying at home anyways. And then, so I met up with Tanis. She told me to try the wraps. And I just thought, like, are you kidding me? Like, skinny wraps, so I just thought, you know what, if these really do work, like, we're really onto something here. There's another way. And I, right off the bat, I had a lot of friends tell me, this is ridiculous, like, what are you doing? Like, you need to go to the gym, you need to eat healthy. And I work out, I eat healthy. And I just thought, for moms out there that, I have a girlfriend in particular, she works out, she eats like super, super healthy, but she has the little mummy pouch and she just can't get rid of it. And unfortunately, the fact of life is, if you've had kids, you know how it is. And it's just, sometimes you can't get rid of that no matter what you do, unless you're going to go for surgery, which of course, there's a huge cost to that. And downtime. So Tanis, let me a box for her wraps, and I tried my first one. I would say I wouldn't say I had crazy results. I had, my skin was definitely more like, it was like unbelievably smooth. My stretch marks from my son had kind of like diminished a little. And I thought, like, it feels like, I love the feeling. And then I did my second one 3 days later, and I was like, oh my God, okay, this is it now. So I'm like, okay, I really want to be using these products. So for me, that was it. I knew I wanted to use the products. And then one day, I don't know what it was, I think I messaged Tanis, like, so now this is probably 3 months later. I messaged her and I just said, I'm ready to sign up. Like, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I do this? I'm at the time when I signed up, I think it was like 125 Canadian. I thought, really, what do I have to lose, So I'll get a box of wraps out of it. So I signed up there and then, and I really never looked back. The opportunity that we have here is like no other. And again, nothing against other companies. I have looked into other companies. I've never done another network marketing company, but I do know that our compensation plan, you cannot beat it. I don't care what anyone says, you cannot beat it. And for me, I think that we have a product that people want. We have a product that people need. And sorry, my little girl's just coming in. We have a product that people want and need. And I think that basically it's going to be always in demand. People want to look, people want to feel good. For jewelry, how much jewelry are you going to have? I find when you go to a jewelry party, it's to support, for me, it was just to support a friend. Did I really like or want or need the stuff? No, probably not. But it was to support a friend. But we have something that's consumable that people can use on a monthly basis. So I think it's a win-win. And you can work your business from anywhere. Literally, I mean, there are days that month end, you know, my daughter is, yes, I'm home with her. I mean, there's days where I'm on my phone all day, and, you know, sometimes she's on the iPad for a little longer, but you know what? This is all for my kids. And we made this move because my son made a soccer program, and it's a huge expense for us living here. It's we had to downsize. We went from, you know, a gorgeous house to, we've downsized to like, it's still a brand new condo, but it's, you know, it was a heck of a lot more money than what we made off our house. And I can tell you this, without It Works, it would not have been possible. We never could have done this opportunity for my son because of, you know, the sacrifices that it would have taken. I would have had no choice but to put my daughter in daycare, which I did not want to do because I've already been home with her for 3 years. And, you know, I love my job as an esthetician, but the money is not there. So, you know, I would have had to been doing, like, you know, probably 2 or 3 jobs. What are you looking for? Oh.
Okay, I think she had Victoria. That's awesome. Thanks, Victoria. Monique's talking. All right.
Oh,
see, everybody's stories are a little bit different. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. So, I guess, you know, like, I'm a diamond. I reached diamond in February. I mean, it literally, I think when I joined hoping that I would get the products, be able to cover my products, and, you know, maybe make, if I was making an extra $200-300 a month, I was totally happy with that. I thought, this is a win-win. I don't think I really realized the true potential of this business until I went diamond. I realized, like, wow, there is money that can be made in this business. And I think that, you know, a lot of people have this deception, I guess you could say, that there's no money in it, or, you know, you could never outreach your upline. I mean, Tanis is a prime example of how you can outdo, I guess you could say, your upline. And she did that all with, you know, very little help from anyone other than, you know, Jackie. So I think that once I went diamond, I realized what this can really do. I mean, I once I went diamond, I paid off a student loan that I had from massage therapy school, which I graduated from in 2005, and I was still paying my student loan off from that. I was just making the minimal payments because I wanted to basically have other funds, and I was just thought, well, if I can just make the minimum, I'll make the minimum. As soon as I went diamond, I paid off my schooling for massage therapy. And you guys, I did massage therapy for a couple years, and it cost me $20,000. I got turned off of the job, and I didn't want to do it anymore. And you know, $20,000 worth of debt. And I thought, you know, there's another way. That, you know, we are taught, and it's almost like we are brainwashed into thinking that we have to go to school. I think the biggest thing that this opportunity has taught me is that I will never pressure my kids to graduate school and go to university and take something, because you have to do, you know, what you want to do, not what your parents are telling you to do, or not what society is telling you is the right thing to do. Go to school, get a degree, you know, whatever you may choose, sit in an office from 9 to 5, you know, waiting for Friday to roll around, dreading when Monday rolls around. There's another way. And I think that, you know, not everyone is going to see that, and that's just the way it is. You know, you can't do anything about it. You can't make people see or believe what you've already seen. But I know that, you know, you spread the word. Your positivity is key. Right now I'm running my business mainly on social media. I'm not working Instagram as much as I would like to. You know, we always have things that we need to work on, and for me, Instagram is something that I need to work on. But Facebook, I'm big on Facebook, and like tummy to tummy. I love meeting new people and getting them wrapped, and you know, wearing the apparel. I'll talk to anyone and everyone. Like hell, like I was getting ready this morning in the campground, and I had my purse with me, and a lady next to me who was brushing her teeth while I was doing my makeup.
I would pay to see you on the campground right now. I would pay to see
she says to me, oh, do they come in full? She said something like, and she was like really American. I couldn't really understand exactly like the term that she used, but she said something like basically, because she needs a full body wrap or something. She needs like a full, do they come in one piece or something for her? She saw my Blitz card hanging off my purse. And, you know, so we sat there talking, and, you know, I got her contact information. I gave her a Blitz card. I gave her a coupon. She was ecstatic when I gave her this, you know, $5 off. And then, like, this is just crazy, you guys, but she actually came about 45 minutes after I talked to her in the bathroom. She came and knocked on my tent and asked if I had any wraps on me. I had wraps on me in my hand luggage bag. I flew in last night. They also lost my luggage. So luckily I had wraps in my purse, 3 wraps. And I just said, I don't have a full box, but I have 3 wraps. And she said she's going to try one tonight. She actually asked me if I could wrap her. So I'm going to hop over to her tent later, and I'm going to wrap her at the campsite. And then she'll continue using the rest. And she says, you know, if she loves her results, then she wants to be a customer.
That's awesome.
So it's that simple, you guys. It's, you know, and all I did was sitting in the bathroom. Hadn't even made a post yet this morning because it was like, you know, super early here. And, you know, it's, people want our products. Like, you know, people, who doesn't want to feel and look good? Everyone wants to feel and look good, you know? So it's really that simple. And I think that, you know, positivity is key, like 110%. On my social media, and I've had a lot of bad days over the last 2 months, you know, trying to sell our house and this big move. And we basically found out less than 2 months ago that we were making a move to another province. So there's been a lot going on, and you know, I had a lot of bad days, and you know, I had a death in my family, and it's just been, you know, a whole lot of stress. But you know what? It's so nice to know that you have something to fall back on. You're working with a you know, supportive, loving family that knows I don't have to call in the morning to my boss and say, you know, I'm not going to be able to make it in today because, you know, I'm trying to sell my house and I have a lot of stress. Like who's going to, like, no one's going to put up with that. No one's going to listen to that. You know, honestly, I have made the best of friends in this business because they get me and they get us and they get this business. And I think that that's why we all succeed together, is because we're all like-minded people. And the one thing I will tell you is your social media has to be positive. I would never go onto my social media and make a status about how crappy my day was or yada, yada, yada. And, you know, I'm telling people here, there's people on my team on this Zoom, and they, you know, they probably didn't even know that I was going through these struggles, these stresses, because you'd never see it on my social media. You'd never see it in a message to, you know, to my team, because, you know, I have to be strong for them, and what I do, they're going to do. So yeah, positivity, and there's more to life. And, you know, we were not put on this earth to pay bills and die. I'm sorry. You need to get out, you need to live your life, and you need to do what you want to do, not what someone else tells you to do and what you should do. You need to do what is best for you and what is best for your family, and you listen to no one else. That's it. Mwah.
Thanks,
Done.
Victoria. That's awesome. Yeah, Victoria had lots going on, you guys. I mean, I knew what stuff she was going on, but you know what? Super proud of her. She's gonna get out there and rock her business more. So I'm excited for her.
I just love her accent so much.
I know. That's the only reason I want to talk to her all the time.
That's my whole mom's side of the family. So you just brought back good memories. Good memories.
Robin or Tori? Robin? She frozen there, or Tori? Or
I'll go.
Robin, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Robin, let everybody know how we met and how you got going, and then continue.
Well, we met I don't know, 2009. Is that what we thought? 2009, 2010?
Yeah, 2009, I
In
think.
a 5:30 a.m. hot yoga class. So crazy.
Yeah.
But, and I actually, after you had moved, then we just were, we were still connected on Facebook. So,
Yeah.
when you actually approached me, right after you started, I said, yeah, I know what those are, because I actually was a distributor back in 2012. And I had signed up with someone from Facebook that never contacted me after I signed up. And I didn't really, I used the products and I didn't really work the business. And she never, I never really even knew what to do. Because I wasn't I wasn't that active on Facebook. And I had been in other network marketing companies before, so many. And so when I saw how well you were doing, that's what brought me back in. But then I remember just being I'm just going to be a customer. I'm just going to order. I think they had a BOGO. And then I shared that with a couple other people. And you're like, Robin, these could be your customers. I'm like, oh no, I'm not interested in the business. No, I'm not going to do that. And then a month later, I'm like, okay, I'm signing up. So that was, when was that? May last year. It was just
May.
It was,
I remember it was May 2nd or something. I remember.
Yeah. And so, from then, it was kind of slow. It was slow for me last summer. And I had, a couple of distributors, but nobody was really working until actually after the first of the year. And then, I never got my Ruby bonus. So it was, trying to think when I did go Ruby, because I went in 10 months. I think it took me 10 months to go Ruby. And then I was Ruby 2 months, and then I went from Ruby to Diamond in 1 month. So that was just crazy. And being in so many different companies, I knew the potential, but I just never had the social media aspect of it before, because, I had done the jewelry parties. I had been in, I don't know. Seriously, I think I counted one time. There was probably 8 different network marketing companies. And when I saw everybody that was doing so well through social media, that's what really got, kind of lit a fire. Because from my story, I was a kitchen designer, and I had my own kitchen and bath showroom. And my husband had a construction company, and he was building houses. So we worked a lot together, and I had a lot of other builders that I worked with. And when the housing market crashed, started to crash in 2007, 2008, I had a big apartment job that my husband kind of ran for me, because I actually had taken another job because I knew, things were slowing down. And I got a job doing insurance audits, and I was able to do that from my office. I had a showroom, so I was able to still do that. But it was so stressful. I would be working, sometimes at my shop until 11 o'clock at night, and I'd get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go back down there, because I was trying to do my kitchen business. And then also I was a full-time insurance auditor. And my husband probably was out of work for at least a year, doing just odd jobs. And we lived off a lot of credit. We had the expenses for our building, and everything just added up. and we were in just so much debt. And he was able to get a job, and then I got, I still had my job, and we finally, we had sold our building in 2012. So there was a little bit of a reprieve, but we still had like so much debt. And I just saw this as an opportunity to get out of that, because right at the same time that I started, we were filing bankruptcy. We were filing Chapter 13, and we were trying to consolidate all our debts. And we went through 6 months meeting with an attorney, going to these hearings where the person that, like the trustee, she wanted more. She just kept wanting a higher monthly payment. And she wanted such a high monthly payment, we would not have been able to afford to stay in our house. And I just said, we can't do this. So we're still, basically I've negotiated, with creditors myself, and we spent money on an attorney for really nothing. So by me doing this, I kind of wanted the extra money, but now I see the bigger picture, and I want to be able to quit my job. So that's my ultimate goal, is to do that. And hopefully that'll be soon. I have a girl that I work with. She was in It Works a few years ago. So she's very aware of what I'm doing, and she sees my posts. She's friends with me on Facebook, and she's so fearful all the time that I'm going to quit. And I was talking to her today, and I told her that, I won the cruise, and she was like so excited for me. So it's just, and the thing is, it's just consistency. I'm not doing anything that anybody else can't do. I do have a calendar. I go through that all the time. I'm, reminded people today about auto ships, and so that's real. And just being positive, just what everybody else said. I can't reiterate that enough, because I have people that say that it's not working, but then they're not doing anything, and then they're just posting just trash on Facebook, and who wants to see that? No one.
Yeah. And I had someone, I forget who it was. They're like, yeah, this isn't working. And I looked back on their Facebook, and I'd seen them post maybe like once a week. People need to keep seeing what we're doing, or they don't get excited. They're not going to join.
And I know,
product. Sorry, go ahead.
One of my girls messaged me today, and she's had somebody that I don't know if it's a friend of hers or if it's a mutual friend, and they've taken some of her stuff, and they've just just really posted, they've shared a post, but then posted something negative about it. And I just said, get rid of them. Block that person. You don't need that. Not at all. So I don't really have anybody that does that. I've had, when I first started, I had, a couple guys maybe from high school that would, maybe make some snarky comment or whatever. And I would just go delete it. And, I haven't really had any issues like that. So I just say, get rid of those people. You don't need that negativity.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Awesome, Robin. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a great story. You guys all have good stories. Tori and Mason. Did they freeze over there? Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
Good. Tori, tell us your story. You started at the end of January this year.
Yeah, I started in January. The main reason I started, what a lot of people don't know, is my husband actually works out of town. So that's why you'll see me and my son a lot, because we're together literally all the time. So he works out of town, and he's gone the majority of the time. So I used to work at the salon Tuesday through Saturdays. So I worked 5 days a week. He was gone Sunday through Thursdays. So as soon as he got home, it was like switching, he was babysitting while I was going to work. That was kind of how life was. So I joined in January. From day one, as soon as I posted that I was an It Works distributor, I said, watch me go diamond by the end of the year. That was my goal. I posted this It Works check. it had like the $1,900 on it. I said, this will be my average income in December. And I just went for it. In February, I went executive in Ruby. In March, I went Emerald. And then May, I went Diamond. So I was definitely determined to succeed. I wanted to quit. I think when I went Diamond is when I went working part-time instead of full-time in the salon. But I think like number one is staying positive. I know in the beginning it is harder to get people to believe in you. The ones that do make fun of you or anything like that, I literally delete them off of Facebook completely. I don't send them messages. I don't do anything. I just delete them 100%. My family still doesn't quite understand. They think I'm in a pyramid scheme, my parents, my sisters. So I'm still working on them. But how I've gotten to where I am, I add new people on Facebook daily. I build a relationship, as in like I comment on their posts, I message them, I like their posts. I think using your It Works card and showing what you're going to do or what you're doing with your money is huge. People want to see that you are actually making money. When I first started, people, of course, like the first question when I went to my potential distributors, they were like, well, how much money are you making? I'm like, well, actually, I haven't even made a check yet. But of course, I didn't tell them that. What I told them was in 2 months, my average income will be $600 and I'll earn the Ruby bonus. I never told them how much I made. I just told them what I was going to be making. And then they saw that I was positive about it and I was determined and I was going to do it. I think setting the goals is super huge and writing them down and posting them, telling people what you are going to do. If you're going to go on vacation, like the dream boards are really good right now. People really, they really see those.
Mm-hmm.
Implementing the products into your daily life. I know I'm bad. Like if I see salesy posts from even people on my team, I'll scroll right past them. Like I don't even read them a lot of times. If it's salesy, I'm not interested. If you're posting like a picture, and this goes for like any network marketing. If you're posting like a picture, like they said, the jewelry right now, that's pretty big. If somebody posts a picture wearing the jewelry, you're more likely gonna look at it rather than if you just see a picture of jewelry. You want to see that they're actually wearing it. Same with us. You want to see that we're using the products, that we know what we're talking about. I think asking for help is huge. If you have any questions, definitely go to your upline. We are here to help 100%. And stay consistent on Facebook or Instagram or however you're working your business. I work mine mainly through Facebook. I do talk about it in the salon some, but even the people that I work with in the salon, they don't get it, and they still make fun of me every day at the salon. So I'm still working on them. I think printing off your charts is really huge. That way you have your goals. When I started, I printed off all of them, all the way up to Diamond. That was my goal. I wanted to get to Diamond. I had them laminated, so I used my dry erase marker so I could write on them and then erase it if I needed to. Don't get discouraged when people don't like or comment on your post. That happens. Pretty much everyone on my team are the only people that like and it works.
It's true.
Are seeing it. They're still watching you. Some of my potentials are now starting to come around and start liking something, so I know they're watching even more. Don't get discouraged when people don't reply to your messages. I get ignored all the time. When I first joined, so I joined like on a Thursday or Friday. After watching Chelsea for like 5 months and ignoring her completely after she was messaging me, I joined. And I think I sent out like probably like 30 messages that day. Like the day I joined, I hadn't done any training or anything. Like I just started sending messages out before I even watched the training.
I did that too.
And looking back, it was completely the wrong things to say, but that's what I did. Some people replied, some didn't. I think just from that, like I was literally copying and pasting this message. I think I got like 2 customers from it. But that just showed me if I messaged 30 more people, I was going to get 2 more customers, and 30 more people, I could get 2 more customers. You have to talk to people daily. Don't just stick with your same potential customers and distributors. If they're not budging, then move on. They're going to come around. They're going to keep watching you, and they're probably going to turn out to be your rock stars anyways. They just want to know that you're going to succeed first and not give up on it. I think really just staying positive and staying consistent is key. Oh, and don't comment or like top earners' posts. We definitely all follow them. Like I know like Christina Watts, Jade Hooper, Jocelyn Yates. I definitely follow them, and I will copy and paste their post every once in a while, but never ever comment or like on it. It'll show up on your friends list that you have commented or liked, and people go to their page and become friends with them and possibly join them instead of you. You can always follow them and get ideas, but never ever like or comment on them. Also, I never suggest having sidelines as friends. I keep my upline, Chelsea and Tanis, and then my downline, people on my team. But I don't keep sidelines on my Facebook. I always say you can follow, of course, to see posts, but I don't keep them because I don't want, if you're not on my team, I don't want your post showing up on my page. I want to focus on my team and helping my team succeed. It's nothing personal or against anyone, but I just have to focus on my teams. And I know a lot of people are friends, so that's a little different. But as in just staying on Facebook, I always say just keep your team on your page. Focus on your team. I think plugging into these Zoom calls are super important. And plugging into the team pages, the diamond page and your team page. Commenting when there's a new welcome them onto the page. Get your name out there. Get people watching you. Your team is watching you. Your downline is watching you. They're watching to see what you do, and they're going to copy. You can't tell them to do something if you're not going to do it yourself. They're definitely watching and following you. And I think that's it.
I totally agree. Yeah, it's so true, you guys. I remember even when I went diamond and I had a whole bunch of people that weren't working, I just kept going. Like, you have to stay positive on social media. However you choose to work your business. I mean, I still like to meet up with people. I love getting people on the phone. That's my thing. I love getting people on the phone. Social media is great, of course. But if one thing isn't working for you, I know some of you guys have been in the business for a while, and if something's not working for you, and I ask you, have you done a launch party? Have you met up with people? And then you say, no, well, this business will not work unless you try something new. If it's not, I mean, some of you guys keep doing what you're doing great, but don't worry about it. I had a girl message me today, not sure if she's on here, but she was worried that she didn't get her 4 customers in the 30 days. Like, you know what, don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, that's your goal, but it's not the end of the world. Like, see the big picture. I think everybody's big picture is after seeing all those dream boards, you want to get to Ruby and you want to get to Diamond. Once you can get to Ruby, you can get to Diamond. Once you get to Diamond, you can go double and triple and presidential and ambassador and black diamond if you want, right? But you have to try new things until you find out what works for you. I mean, when I joined, I wanted to go diamond like so bad. You have to want it so bad. Like Tori said and what all the other girls said, you have to have a goal with this. You have to write things down. You have to have your chart. Every single time I write something down and have a chart, I accomplish that every single time. So, I mean, I have my presidential chart right now, but I actually I'm printing out an ambassador chart now too, because I see the big picture and I want it so bad. And I know I'm going to do it, right? So you have to know you're going to do it, even if you're scared to go Ruby, even if you're scared to go Diamond. Like, that's a good thing. You want to be scared because it's a big deal. Like, if you're comfortable just the way you are, you're going to stay right where you are. You guys, when I went triple, I literally was so sick. I talked to Jackie, I talked to a couple of the girls. I thought I was pregnant. I was literally ill. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe I did this. But then I was like, yeah, like, I worked so hard for this. I mean, of course I'm going to do it. Right. So, every time, I forget who posted that today. Pam posted it, but someone, I think Tori or someone posted on the team page, each time you hit a new rank, like, what is it? I forget what it was. You know, what was it? What did Pam write today? Every time you hit a new rank, there's a new level that you have to, you know, I don't know what she said. Anyway, the moral of the story is that each rank you keep going up, you get stronger, you get tougher as a person. I put a post up today on the Diamonds page. I removed it because a lot of people thought I was talking about them, and it wasn't directed towards anyone in particular. But, you know, I have people, and I know I complain, and, you know, Chelsea and I were chatting today about, you know, I was having a tough day, and you know what, but you guys, when you're negative or you're down in the dumps, and I mean, it's going to come across in your business. It comes across on people's Facebooks all the time. Nobody on here that I'm looking at right now, but you have to be so positive, because if someone's scrolling past you and you're complaining about something, they're going to be like, I don't want to join that person's team. Like, you know, if I told everybody my dirty laundry today about how I had such a crappy day, like, I don't post stuff like that on Facebook. I don't. I got over it, and I might not feel that great, but I was like, you know what, I'm excited about the Zoom tonight. You have to, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, it's up to you to get out of your funk. So whether that's talking to your upline, I know a lot of you guys I talk to every day, I put up on the Facebook page, anyone who wants to have a call, or I talked to a couple of girls on Tori's team last week that I've never spoken to before, and it was so nice talking with them. So if you ever want to talk to like your diamond or your double or your triple diamond uplines, like, it's really exciting just, you know, hearing what other people are doing. You know, this business isn't easy, but it's simple, and it starts with you. Like, it really, I mean, it's being excited, it's being, you know, passionate, and it's being consistent every single day. You know, when you drive past the store, they don't close their doors, because if they close their doors, they have no business, right? But that's like us. If we're not talking about what we're doing and we're not consistent about it, someone's going to be like, oh, that girl, she doesn't really care about her business. So like, whatever, right? But, you know, with this business, you really want to find out what works for you. You know, I add people every single day. I grow relationships with people, and do not compare yourself to someone in the business who's been doing this a year and treats it like a full-time business. I know a lot of you guys have other jobs. Your goals are different than mine or Chelsea's or any of the other diamonds. And there's actually quite a few diamonds popping up this month. And, you know, so do not compare yourself to someone else, and do not worry about what she's doing or whatever so-and-so is doing, because I've seen that happen before. And I remember when I got to Diamond, I had some people like who stopped talking to me, like just people in my city here. And, you know, they just, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Right. But don't focus on those people, focus on you, because this is your business. You know, I got to Diamond and I hit a rough patch, but then you know what, I just kept being positive, and the right people came into my business. There's going to be people who don't work, and it sucks. But not everybody wants to make, you know, 5 figures a month with this, because if you really want to make 5 figures a month with this, you have to work at it. It doesn't just happen. I know, you know, now, like, everything I've worked so hard for, it's all paying off. But I mean, the past year and a half, it's been, you know, a lot of work, right? But it's totally worth it. Like, it's totally worth it. But, you know, you're not going to get to diamond and double diamond in a month. I mean, some of you guys do it in a couple 3 months or so. Some of you take a year, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're all want to get to the same rank. Most of you, I saw all the dream boards. That's why I want to see everybody's dream boards. I want to see what everybody's goals were. I mean, obviously it works, wanted you guys to post those, but when you have a dream board, like, I don't know all your dreams. Like, I know what mine is, and I know what a couple other leaders are trying, you know, what they're working towards. But if you're not working towards anything, this business is tough, because you have to have a goal every single month. And you have short-term goals and like long-term goals, you know? So, I telling myself now that I'm going to be an ambassador, like if I had thought that about a year ago, I would have been like, oh my gosh, like I'll be excited when I get to double, and double's huge too. But now like I know I can do it. So why not? Right. So once you know you can do it and you believe in yourself that you can do it, you can totally do it. But if you don't think you can do it and you're just kind of waiting around to see what happens, people are watching you and they want you to be positive and excited and motivated with your business. Otherwise, they're not going to join you. There's so many girls who I've seen in the business who have come and go, and they could have been so amazing in this business and they gave up. We had a girl who literally after a month, she's like, oh, like I worked really hard. And I'm like, girl, it's been 1 month. Like, what are you expecting in 1 month? It doesn't happen in just 1 month. It's continually, like, it's a sprint, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? So you keep working at it every single day and it pays off. But if you're expecting in 1 month, like this girl on the phone, I told her, and maybe she's on here, but it doesn't happen in 1 month. I mean, I got my 4th customer on the last day. I know a couple other people didn't get I got my 4 customers and it was fine, but I didn't get my Ruby bonus. But then I got my diamond and my double diamond bonuses. So who cares if you miss out on a Ruby bonus? Who cares if you promote and you don't get a bonus? Because see the big picture. Lisa Fuller, who's one of the millionaires, she's top something in the company. She got all the way to ambassador without a bonus, but who cares? I mean, she's an ambassador diamond. I mean, those bonuses are great, and it's great to earn a cruise and it's great to earn all this stuff. But the big picture is the big picture, right? Promoting and, doing this for your family. It doesn't happen overnight. I know a lot of people get to diamond. Your first diamond check isn't going to be huge, right? But, maybe the month after that, I know approximately what everyone's doing. And you guys are like, as the months go on, like, if you're having a bad month, don't worry about someone on your team. I know it can suck if someone slows down or if someone quits. It happens. Not everybody is set out to be a business owner. Because it really does start with you. There's some days I'm just like, like I'm tired. But you know what? I know people are watching me. I know my team's watching me. And I'm human too. I'm allowed to have a bad day, but I don't post it on social media. And so that's when I posted that this morning, I did delete it because I didn't want anyone thinking I was talking about them. But I remember when I started and I was negative and down the dumps, and Jackie would be like, snap out of it, Tanis, like get yourself together. Like, I'd be just complaining to her, and I'm not a negative person, but I would feel down in the dumps about things. I'd be like, oh, I've been working hard, and she's like, Tanis, it's been like a month and a half. Like, what do you think is going to happen in a month and a half? Right. But you know what? I still recommend everybody does a launch party. I mean, if social media is working for you, great. The online parties that we're doing, invite people. Even if you can't make it, invite people and we'll take care of them. Zoom parties with your teams. You guys, the more connected you are with your team, the more, I know I'm doing the Zooms and everything, but a lot of you guys have your own teams. Even if you're, if you don't even have a team member yet, or you're executive or Ruby, tell yourself you're diamond, because what you think about yourself, hey, if you're executive, that's great. If you're just getting your first team member, I remember the first time, my first distributor I was so excited. I don't know if my first couple of distributors ever worked the business, but it's exciting getting your first, 4 customers, getting your first distributor. It's exciting. So every single, thing that happens in your business, celebrate that. You don't have to go diamond tomorrow, but if your goal is diamond by December, or your goal is diamond, in 6 months, 7 months, like work towards it every single day, because they're going to bring out the bonuses, which is always exciting and an incentive, right? But most of you guys have joined this for your kids, or you want extra money, or, you want to go all the way to ambassador. I mean, I'm not going to lie. A year ago, I would have been just happy. Like, oh my gosh, if I get to double and triple. But now I'm like, like, this is such a huge opportunity. Why wouldn't I just keep going, you know? So, I mean, decide what you want and put in the efforts that will get you there. If you want to go diamond, you have to, you know, do one-on-ones. You have to do social media if one-on-ones you don't want to do. Like, you know, I recommend doing a little bit of everything until you find out what works for you. I used to wrap lots of people and meet up with people one-on-one all the time, but I still did social media too. You know, if you're great with Facebook, stick to Facebook. If you're great with Instagram, stick with Instagram. But I just want everybody to know that it doesn't, all the people that are diamond and above, like, it wasn't just easy that we got here, you know? So a lot of you guys might promote really quick, right? Like, I know there's a couple girls on here I know who promoted really quick. And then there's some people it might take a little longer to get there. Cami Dempsey, who's number 2 in the company at Black Diamond, it took her 6 months to get her first distributor. So I always think that's like, you know, like, wow, like, and she's, you know, she's making 200, 300,000 a month, you guys. And it took her 6 months. So maybe she wasn't fully in. She said she didn't have the best attitude. So if you are not being intentional in your business, trying to get distributors, trying to get people to join your team, trying to get customers, and you're just waiting around for it to happen, you're going to be waiting a while. You have to be intentional in your business. You have to want it. You have to be fired up and have a great attitude and fake it before you make it. Just be really bold. You know, some of you I spoke to today, they're like, oh, well, she didn't really seem interested. So, you know, I'll wait a while to contact her. Contact her again. Like, I will keep contacting people. I kept contacting Chelsea, you know, and then she kept contacting Tori, you know, and I mean, Victoria and Robin, they were pretty easy to get on. I convinced them. They were easy to get on board. But, you know, people have to trust you. They have to know that you're passionate and excited about what you're doing. And they have to know that you're going to take care of them. I'm on a whole bunch of other team pages, you guys. And like, our team page is really special. Like Chelsea's page, our page, the training page. A lot of teams, you sign up and you are on your own. Like, I signed up, and I know everybody knows my story. Like, whatever. My girl never spoke to me again, whatever. But that made me strong. Like, you guys, we are all in, we have all the tools you need to be successful in this business. It just starts with you and implementing them every single day. So if you're complaining about something, I know someone was complaining earlier about, oh, you know, Facebook isn't working for me. And then I went and looked at their Facebook and I was like, well, I can tell you why it's not working for you. And they didn't know what the 3-3 rule was. So, you know, there's some days I mix things up too, right? But, you have to be following the certain steps to success to be successful in this business. So, I mean, if people come to me and they're complaining about something and then I tell them, you know, I always tell people to get on these Zooms or on the online parties, but if they don't want to do it, I can't force them to do it. I understand people have other stuff or they're working. That's totally understandable. And I am recording this, but you know, your uplines, they want to help you, but they want to see how passionate you are in the business first. You know, like I want everybody on here to be super successful, but it starts with you wanting to be successful at it and putting in the work. So does anyone have any questions? What time is it right now? It's like 9 o'clock right now. I just thought we could all kind of talk a little bit about all the diamonds and up, kind of talk a little bit about themselves. But you guys, if you have a team, I know a lot of you guys, a lot of the Ruby leaders are doing Zooms with their teams. I know Chelsea does Zooms, Carissa, all the other girls. So it's great to do with your teams. Like, it's really, you know, and then when you start building a team, do them with your teams, because the more leaders you have, the better, right? So this whole, you know, this whole business is about leaders and taking care of people and, you know, everybody growing together, right? So does anybody have any questions? You can either type them or you can just unmute yourself. Or is everybody's perfect then? You don't have any questions. Nobody has any questions. So everybody's perfect.
I have a question.
Who's that? Hi,
Me.
Cindy. Hi.
Hi. Okay.
I love Cindy.
I have a lot of LCs, and I want to know when
How to switch them to distributors?
Yes.
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 That's what I love doing. I feel like I have no customers now because I switched them all to distributors. Okay, this is what you do.
Okay. I'm writing it down.
You do have a lot of customers. So what you do is I contact them, and even if they're like in their second month, and I'm like, girl, like you're loving your products. Why don't you use the products, make money, and, you know, and have fun? You know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, you know, some people might just not be interested. Some people, you know, I have a couple right now on the fence. But I had one today, she tagged me in a post using her probiotics. And I had one the other day. I didn't ask them to do that, but I had another friend I sent some samples to. And I said, hey, do you want to give me a shout out and like hold your wow samples and tag me in it? And she did. So, but I flat out ask my customers, like I stay connected to my customers because your customers are like your bread and butter. Like, I don't know where that saying came from, but
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's really true. Be like, hey girl, like you're loving your product because that's how you joined Cindy. So
I say that.
Your story.
I say that, but I don't go to the next level. Like,
Okay, so you have to ask people because people are scared. You have to be bold with people. I ask people all the time to become distributors. I remember one time I had like, 12 or 15 people join in a matter of a week. It's because I'd been planting those seeds and constantly working on those people. They don't just happen like,
right.
You're not going to just ask them one time. They're being like, oh yeah, Cindy, everybody's just going to join, right? You have to stay connected with those people and be so confident too. Be like, girl, you need to join my team. Like, let's get you set up. That's what you need to say.
Okay.
Don't be like, oh, like maybe you should join. Like, oh, you know,
I
don't
actually
be like
just
that.
said that one. Remember that contest? I don't know if you guys saw it, the Duck Duck Goose contest that I have going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
The girl said something, and I was like, girl, you're fast to becoming my favorite customer. You have got to join my team. And she was like, oh, thank you. And so now I need to follow up with that and make her part of our team.
So I don't like to be like all over people, but I also, I love
I
her.
don't want to be pushy.
See, Chelsea loves you too. Everybody loves Cindy.
Oh, hi.
Chelsea, I mean, Cindy has such a great like personality and way about her.
Oh my God, thank you.
Well, you do, but you share your story. You got involved because, you know, you were buying from Robin and, you know, you thought, why don't I use the products, make money and help people, right? Yeah. So you share that with people.
No,
it's a perfect
she wasn't
situation.
buying from me. She wasn't buying from me.
Oh, she wasn't?
She was not.
I was buying from a friend of Erica's. I was buying from a friend of Erica's. Her name is Jessica.
Oh.
And she's on a whole nother team. She was down in Florida.
Okay, now I know. Okay.
But when it was time for me to buy, Robin was there, or when it was time for me to join, Robin was there, and I asked her to help me with some wraps that I was waiting for or something. Yeah. And Robin was like right there at my door helping me. And so I signed with Robin.
Of course. And I'm so glad you did.
Yeah, me too.
So you just tell people, like, honestly, how many, like, just tell them that they'd be great at this and, you know, be like, hey, girl, you're using the products anyway. And then say, hey, why don't I put you on a sneak peek on my team page? You can ask questions. You can see the support. And it's such a great group. I mean, there's some of you I speak to every single day. And then there's some of you that kind of like to do your own thing. And, you know, you guys are fine on your own. But tell these people, like I always tell my customers, I always offer the opportunity to my customers because some of them don't even know. Like some of them might not be interested. But I mean, maybe they'll be interested once they keep seeing your posts, you know?
Can I ask a question?
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so if we were to add them to a sneak peek, that helps them to see posts that are happening on that page, right? Mm-hmm. But unless they're putting themselves out there, like, you know, what I'm saying, unless they're like, oh, I think I really want this, they're not going to be saying anything. So what are they seeing? Here's
the thing. People, I feel like, are a little bit afraid. I think I was a little afraid when I joined. I watched somebody for a year. I never liked or commented on any of her posts. I just kept watching her. That's what Tori said. People do not like and comment. Everybody who likes my stuff is Monique and all of you guys. Monique, I love you. You like everything. I swear she likes my post before I'm even finished writing it. She's so funny. But you know what, you guys, honestly, you have to be so bold with people and you have to be confident. So just act like she's already joining the team. That's what I do with people. Like, don't be overly confident that like she doesn't want to talk to you, right? But be like, girl, you need to join my team.
I feel like you're pushy, or not like, I feel like you're being pushy, but what I heard from a friend of Erica's is really thinking about becoming a distributor. Yeah. And what she said was, don't push me.
Well, I mean, I have people, maybe the girl's just not ready. That's okay, right? But unless you offer it to them, once you offer it to them, I have a girl I'm working on right now, and I know she's just scared right now, but she came to me, especially if someone's coming to you. They're buying the products from you anyway. Right. You're giving them an opportunity. I mean, I have some girls on my team who like literally thank me all the time. They're like, thanks for getting me involved. Yeah. And whether they're just joining to cover their products that they're using, or they want to be a top earner, or whatever their goals are. But unless you offer it to them, that is your job to be offering it to them.
I just need to learn to switch from LCs to DTs. That's all.
Just be like, that's what I would do. I can help you with what to say, because I actually do that a lot. I talk about it with my customers like all the time.
That's what Robin told me.
I do.
I think Barb Hauser's live video was so good today.
Yeah, hers was good. The one I shared. Yeah.
So that's like our job to just share it. And I mean, we can't decide for them, but we have to at least put it out there.
Right.
And the people that have been interested or messaging me, I have one of Jay's like friends right now who's like liking every single post, and he has a girlfriend or fiance, I'm not sure, but he's been liking all my opportunity posts. So I messaged him today, and he was busy, but he wants to talk further about it. So I have quite a few of Jay's friends messaging me. A couple of them are just guys. And I mean, not that guys can't do this business. I'm not saying that, but I think if they have a spouse willing to do it with them, because I don't know, you have to have the right personality, I think. I mean, Jay.
Well, beauty and the weight industry, that's all about, mostly about women.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's some guys, but yeah, I think a lot of the ones who do really well, they have like a spouse doing it with them. I mean, I shouldn't judge that. I shouldn't say that, right? But I mean, Jay's not gonna go and post 3 times, like do the 3-3 rule and like, put up video. I mean, Jay's not gonna do that, right? Maybe he will one day, but I'm working on him. But you know what? He can also write posts for me. Like I've gotten him to put up a post for me or something, or to talk a little bit about the opportunity and stuff, because he has I tag him and stuff. I mean, you guys don't have to get, spouse and family involved, but, Cindy, I know you have your daughter working with you. You guys should work at it together, Stephanie Mason. What is she saying? Oh.
We do. I'm sorry, I was letting the dog out, but yeah, we do. We definitely work it together.
Oh. Stephen does for you all the time. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, Katie's husband could be like a black diamond by now. He's like Mr. Chatty Chat. But yeah, Cindy, if you want me to help you with that, message me, and I can tell you more about what I do. I love switching customers over to distributors. That's what I need.
That's what I need to do.
That's my thing. Because it works for me, and I just keep.
So Candace, how do I get them to do that without them feeling like I'm pressuring them?
You're not pressuring them if you ask them. You're not, because they're already a customer.
I just say, do you want to talk to my upline?
You start it first. No, you start it first. You're a Ruby. You're a big deal. You can do it. Just be like, hey girl, like I know you're using the products anyway. How I got started, I was using the products, and I love them so much. I was like, why don't I become a distributor too? Mm-hmm. And then just keep it short though, and let her reply.
Right.
And then if she's like, oh, well, I never really thought about that, and just be like, oh girl, like you should totally do this. Like, do you want me to add? No, don't say, just say, I should add you on our team page to check it out. And then she'll say, sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't, like, I don't.
All right, that's going to be my goal this week. Do that for 10 people.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best. Don't ask them. Tell them that you'd love to do it, because it makes them feel special. and then it's like, oh, okay, what is it? And then it piques some interest. I find I never
That's gonna be my goal.
you never want to be too aggressive or too pushy, but I never say, can I add you? Because then they could say yes, they can also say no, or they can ignore you. So
Right.
I like to say, I'd love to
I'm going to add you.
Yeah.
Awesome, Cindy. Does anyone else have any questions? Even if you want to type it or if you want to speak or anything. Nobody?
I have one.
All right. Who's that? How do
Carly.
Where?
Carly.
Hi, Carly. Why aren't you popping up anywhere? One second. Where are you?
Right here.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Hi, Carly. Hi, now I see you. Sorry, I was
Hi.
on the wrong page. Hi.
I have LCs who are now wanting to get off of the auto shipment before their 3 months are up, or wanting to quit altogether, actually, but I talked them into staying. But
Okay, what products
does
are
that
they using?
affect anything?
What products are they using? Why are they wanting to stop?
Financial reasons. I don't really know all that much.
I would ask them why they want to stop. Maybe they're not using the products properly, or maybe they're not staying consistent and they're not getting the results that they want. I've had that happen a couple times. Sometimes it's financial. They can also skip a month. Say if they can't pay. I don't like broadcast this to people, but say if someone I had a girl that I met on Instagram in like Florida, and she really couldn't afford it 1 month. And I said, why don't we just skip the month? I mean, of course you want them to keep going, right? But so we just skipped a month, and instead of that month, she ordered the following month. So what are most of them using? Are they mostly using wraps or greens? Or I would find out, you and I can talk after about that if you want, just so it's a little more further into detail, and I can find out why they're not, maybe they just can't afford it, or are they unhappy, or.
Yeah, well, the one today, she said that it's financial reasons.
Okay.
But she still wanted to stay as a customer, she said she wanted to cancel, but she'll join again later. So I'm like, well, why don't you there's going to be a fee either way. So
why don't
pay the $50
you and I can,
and
I had one.
I also, Tanis, when people do that, that gives you the opportunity to present the business opportunity to them. They're telling you right there that they can't afford it. And something as simple, they could change their auto shipment to the Fat Fighters, which is like $23 a month. So if they can't afford the $23 a month, that's the perfect opportunity to tell them about the business, because they need it. They're telling you that they need something, they need more money. They need an extra $20 a month would help them.
Yes.
That's an opportunity. If they could pre-sell their wraps or ask family members to borrow the $99 starter kit money, they could make money doing it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Tori. Yeah, I agree. Carly, you and I can talk after, okay? We'll talk further about that. Thank you. Does anyone else have anything quickly they want to say? I just don't want to keep you guys on too long. I appreciate you guys all being here. It's always the same people that show up, so I appreciate you guys all being here. Does anyone else have any questions or anything they want to ask quickly or talk about?
Tanis, this is Bree.
Who's that?
Bree?
It's Monique.
Briseida?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I just felt like I have a lot of people that they will send me a message and they'll tell me they want to join the business. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like after I send them for like a sneak peek, they don't join anymore. And I don't know why.
So do you follow up with them, or do you just put them on the page and that's it? Like, do you follow up with them?
I do. No, I follow up with them all the time. But then they'll be like, yeah, I'll think about it, or, well, thank you so much. Right now it's not the time. And I find like I don't know, because sometimes like they're the ones that get a hold of me.
Are you doing it all through message, or do you get them on the phone?
You know, I had a friend that I got her on the phone, and as soon as I came from work, I had a message from her.
Okay.
And she seems very excited, and after that, like, we talk and everything, and then she say, well, I'll think about it and I'll let you know. But I have her on the phone, and I don't know, I don't know how to close that deal with the T's. Like, I feel like, yes, there is a lot of people in my Facebook that they wanna, but I just don't know how to close the deal.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, yeah, I've seen that you've added a lot of people, and you're doing a really great job. You have a lot of people interested, and you're really consistent with your business, which is really good. And you have a really good attitude too, because I know you really want this now. But what I would do is, honestly, do you want to chat tomorrow? You and I can talk on the phone. First of all,
that'll be great.
I know we've messaged lots, but I've never talked to you on the phone.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you about how I close people. Honestly, I'm not saying it's sometimes people just aren't ready and they're scared. Like, so don't think it's your fault. The biggest thing is I have a lot of people who don't join, and I think they're going to join and then they ignore me. I mean, it happens to me all the time. And I keep following up with them until they either stop replying to me completely after a while, or they join, because sometimes people are just busy and they're not ready, and they feel bad. They don't know what to say. So when they ignore you, like, don't take it personally, because people, they're just not ready and they're scared. Like, I mean, I personally would message someone back, but some people just might not know what to say and they don't want to hurt your feelings, or they're going through something with their family, or they just don't know what to say. So, you and I can chat tomorrow, and I always just tell people, like, girl, you came to me, and, you know, I really want to help you. And, you know, this business is, you know, changing my family's life, and I'd love to get you started. Like, what's holding you back? I always say stuff like that. I don't like to put them on the spot if they're not ready. That's one thing. I don't ever want someone to join unless they want to do it, because I find, you know, you want someone to want to do it. Like, I never just want to sign someone up to get a distributor. I want to sign someone up that really wants to do this. You know, you don't want to push someone. I mean, maybe they can be a customer first, or maybe they just need some time to think about it, or maybe they can't afford it or something. So you and I can talk tomorrow if you want a little further about that. I can help you with that.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll message you tonight what time I'm off work tomorrow, and then
awesome.
And then I'll be happy to talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Zeta.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Does anyone else have any questions quickly? And then I record this and I'll put it on. Well, I'll get Jay, my secretary, to put it on YouTube. Does anyone else? What?
I said I actually do, Janice.
Hi, Joanna. How are you?
Good. I want to know if anybody out there is having success with online parties, because I have not been able to have any success with online parties. Like, people come and people but I've had one Etsy or one come from an online party. And so I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But maybe it's not me. I don't know.
Okay, you're cutting out a little bit, but I heard what you were saying. How many online parties have you done? Because you guys, with anything, it's all following up. Just because someone sees it once at the party, it doesn't mean that they're all going to come and join you. I wish I could put up one post on Facebook tomorrow and say, join my team, and have 20 people message me and want to join my team. But it doesn't work, right, Cindy? But it doesn't work that way. I put up that post on Facebook a couple of days ago about how network marketing works. People need to keep seeing it. You know, just because they see I know I see stuff online too, or I see something in an online store that I want to buy, and I don't necessarily buy it right away, right? So people need to keep seeing it. You have really good posts on your social media. Excuse me. So people just need to keep seeing it. How many times do you follow up with them usually? And are you messaging them for the party?
Yes. And some of the parties that I've had have been like launch parties for my new distributors. So I've always told them, you know, and whatnot, but even the parties that I've had, like that a friend has hosted for me, you know, I told her I would give her a free wrap if she hosted, and she had a bunch of people come. Closet, like nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's,
But I honestly know for my launch party that I had like 20 people, and Victoria was there, and nobody signed up that night. And I was like, I thought they'd all just sign up that night. I was like, well, why didn't everybody sign up? But over the next couple months, I followed up with them, and they all of them, every single one of them became a customer or distributor. So it doesn't happen. I mean, I know we do on the online parties, we do get people that sign up. I know when I do a big team one, I think we usually get a couple people that sign up, but it's because they've seen that distributor's posts for a while. They don't just come to an online party and bam, sign up. So they've been seeing the distributor who invited them. They've been seeing them post consistently about it. So then they see a party. And that's another reason why I like the big team ones, because there's more people involved. I know sometimes when you just do a launch party for someone online, it's fine. Like, they're great to do, don't get me wrong. But I like the team ones because there's a lot of people engaging and a lot of people answering questions and posting pictures, and it makes it more exciting. Not saying your parties aren't exciting. That's not what I'm saying. But if there's other people that are interested in buying right away, I feel like that'll get other people excited to buy right away too. And another thing I do for parties, I found I did a contest on my page, and I'm sending out 3 wraps to people that I all know would be either great as distributors or customers, and they were my winners of my contest. And I did another one today. So yeah, that's 4 wraps. That's a box of wraps. But to me, every single time I do that, I get a customer or distributor. Sorry, I got something in my throat. Sorry. Sorry, guys, my throat. Sorry, Joanna. So just honestly follow up with the people. It's nothing that you're not doing. It's just people. They need to keep seeing something until they're ordering or buying something.
and then also, like, I wish I could get face to face more with people. I find it like hard to get people. I find it hard to get people to actually get face to face.
You find it hard meeting up with people?
Yes, like I tell people, you know,
because people are busy. People are busy. Don't take it personally.
Yeah.
You know, just tell them if they can't meet one day, what about the next day? Like, give them 2 options. Say, listen, it has to be one of these 2 days. That's what I do with people. So if they can't make it, like, tomorrow, I'll be like, okay, let's meet Thursday then.
Yeah, because I feel like I have more success when I can get face-to-face with someone.
I love meeting up with people, and I love getting people on the phone, too, because sometimes people are just busy. And I don't take it personally.
Gotta meet them at the bar. Gotta meet them at the bar.
Yeah, Robin meets people at the bar.
Let's go have a drink.
Next Tuesday.
I'm just gonna jump in and say something quickly, because I think that we always, and we're all guilty of this, I think that we always think worst case scenario. I think we all do that. I know I do it. And I think, you know, I think sometimes people just, you know, you get messages, they say, I'm going to join or I'm going to order, and then they just don't. But that's life. Like, things pop up, and, you know, if their child got sick or something happened, it's like ordering a product isn't the priority anymore. You know, like I've been wanting these sandals, and I've been wanting them for a long time. I have the money for them. I just keep looking at them, and it's not because, you know, I can't go get them or I don't have the money. I just haven't got them yet. So, you know, sometimes just things aren't a huge priority, you know. So I think that because we always think worst case scenario, we always think that, you know, oh, they're not interested, they don't want the products, or they're not being honest with me. But I just think that sometimes it's just they just didn't get around to it, simple as that. So
I totally agree, Victoria, because I've been the same way. I've been wanting to buy. Hi, Emerson. Hi, you want to come see Emerson? But you know what? It's so true. If people aren't ready, they're just not ready. Or if people aren't ready to get healthy, or if people are enjoying their summer right now and their priorities are elsewhere, right? So don't take it personally. Joanna, like you're great. You're doing a great job. But excuse me, I'm gonna cough now.
I think this is like a really slow time too, because people are getting their kids back in school, and people are just busy. So I've had a lot of people that happened. I just follow up again.
I know for me personally too, like I contacted Chelsea in September or October about ordering hair, skin, and nails, and she sent me the website. She followed up with me. I mean, she did this for months. I never ordered. I think in like December, I was like, okay, I want to join instead. Like I never ordered. Like I never became a customer with her. In December, I said I wanted to join and never actually joined until January. So for her, it was better that I never became a customer, I guess, because I just became a distributor instead. So it's all, you don't want somebody to order if they don't want to order, because then they're going to just want to cancel and complain the whole time.
That's exactly what I did to Tanis. Exactly. I didn't become a customer, but I waited a good 6 to 7 months, and I was finally like, okay, what else am I going to do? Because my auto show contract is for 8 to 9 months out of the year traveling, and then what am I going to do those other months? I didn't want to hustle for, promotional management jobs anymore. I didn't want to have to be in that competitive industry because it wasn't fun. And you had to wait like 2 months to get paid. Ain't nobody got time for that. So yeah, I did the same thing. It's funny how it works. Then it truly works, or it works. People come into your life and join your team in the exact right moment. They truly do. They truly do. And not everybody's going to work. Oh, well, for every person that doesn't work, that rock star is going to be right behind them. You just can't quit. You just got to keep pushing, because if it were easy, obviously everybody would do this, but it's not easy, but that's what makes it worth it. So, yay. Hey, Cindy. I just love you. I love you all. But you're so cute. Oh. Does anybody else have anything?
I just want to say that this past week, I've had 4 people that I've never heard of, never knew, never anything, no conversation with, no mutual friends, that somehow friended me and became loyal customers. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you guys, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting it out there. The 3x3 rule, or more if you can. Just do it, because I don't know where these people came from, but they came, and they are now loyal customers. So I just need to learn to turn them into DTs.
Because you're so cute. Because you're so cute, and we love you.
Crazy rapping.
It is crazy how people just come out of the woodwork. Like, I had somebody from high school message me, and they're like, hey, what's this you're doing? That's why the consistency is so important. People want to see you do it first. So it's pretty cool.
That crazy rat thing.
I think she said, let's wrap this up. That's adorable.